I learned the full planche at the young age of just 14. And I also learned the front lever completely from scratch prior to any front lever training in about 3 months when I was 12 or 13. And also did a weighted dip with 105 kilograms when I was 15 years old, and I weighed in only at 62 kilograms body weight. And I'm 16 now, looking like this. 5 years of training, a completely natural transformation. So I have the credibility to shit on almost any other calisthenics or streetlifting influencer that you watch. And I also have the secret way to make more progress than 99% of people. So for a second, I want you to forget about all of the brainwashing by the popular fitness influencers that are just trying to sell you a BS workout program. So start taking notes, because this video is going to be full of value. Because I have literally nothing to sell you, bro. I make these videos because I want people like you, young men, to know the truth about making progress, your true natural potential. The secret to rapidly gaining strength isn't like the 2-set method BS or any other fitness program. It is, I will need to explain this, so please stick with me. It is training like a powerlifter and mainly not like a bodybuilder. So if you never heard the difference between bodybuilding and powerlifting, let me quickly sum it up. The bodybuilder has a split, like a workout training split, divided into muscle groups. So chest and triceps, back and biceps, or the push-pull legs workout program, etc. And the bodybuilder does like 3 to 5 sets of 10 to 20 reps of like 7 different exercises with the same amount of intensity, and that's pretty much the entire workout. But the powerlifter has an exercise-based split or a skill-based split if we are going to put it into like calisthenics and streetlifting. That means they have like squat, bench, and deadlift. In one day they train the squats, benches, the deadlifts. Then they train the bench, and then they train the deadlifts, bench, and squat in that order. Or if we translate it into calisthenics, you are going to, for example, train front levers, planches, muscle ups, etc. And the powerlifter does 1 to 2 primary exercises with max intensity. What are primary exercises? The primary exercises for a powerlifter are the squat, bench, and deadlift. Primary exercises for the streetlifter or calisthenics athlete might be weighted dips, weighted pull-ups, full planche, front lever, planche push-ups, Hephaestos, these types of things. And then after that, the powerlifter does 2 to 4 sets of support exercises. Support exercises are exercises that are not the primary movement. For example, for the weighted dip, the support exercises might be, for example, close grip push-ups, bar dips, close grip bench press, incline dumbbell bench press. Just exercises that complement the muscle group and are also similar to the movement, kinda, but are not the actual skill. And these are done in the rep ranges from 4 to maybe even 10 or 12, and with moderate intensity, not really to failure. So now when you know that you should train like a powerlifter, how does it exactly translate into calisthenics and streetlifting? Let me give you a full detailed example for the full planche. So if you want to level up the full planche, start writing this down. So first, we are going to start with the primary movements. You are going to do, after warming up obviously, 5 sets of around 3 to 5 second planche holds of the max progression. For example, you are at the 1 leg planche and you can hold it for around 3 to 5 seconds. So we are going to do that. Or you can do the full planche with a light resistance band. You do that. Just pick one of these. And you can also do 3 sets of, for example, 1 leg and then the other 2 sets, so it fills up the 5 sets obviously. You can do full planches with the resistance band. You can mix it up a bit. The beauty of this is that it is really flexible and really easy to program if you know what you are doing. And then after you do these 5 sets, you can even do drop sets. This is really good for the planche hold. So for example, you hold the 1 leg planche for the 5 seconds, but then you just can't anymore and the form worsens. So you just switch to an advanced tuck planche immediately. So we are doing the one leg planche and then you immediately switch to the advanced tuck planche and hold that progression for around 3 seconds. Then after that, you do a back off. It's called a back off. That's what powerlifters do. That's like you do the main set of bench press. You, for example, do 3 sets of 3 reps, which is really common. And then you load up only about 70% of the weight that you were doing. For example, my bench PR is 140 kilograms. So I do 3 reps with 130 kilograms. But then I load up only about 90 to 100 kilograms and do that for sets of 6 to 8 with moderate intensity, so I don't go to failure. And this is really easily applicable to the planche hold. So you just switch to a progression, for example, the advanced tuck planche, and hold that for more than 5 seconds. So that's going to be around an 8-second hold. You do that for around 2 to 3 sets for your back off. After that, you have your second primary movement, which is going to be the planche push-ups, because you probably want to do some planche push-ups in the future. So you, for example, do 4 sets of 3 reps. 3 reps are really good for strength, but 3 reps for planche push-ups, the volume just isn't there. And it isn't like an exercise like the bench press. Planche push-ups are like really hard to hold, actually, in between doing the push-ups. That's why you are also going to do drop sets for this. So for example, you can do advanced tuck planche push-ups and you do 3. Then you go to a tuck planche and then you do another 3. And after you finish that, you are going to do a back off, which is probably going to be, if the advanced tuck planche is what you can do 3 to 4 reps with, you are going to do the tuck planche, maybe even advanced tuck planche, but with a resistance band. This is really flexible, as I said. And you are going to do around 6 reps for your back off and do 2 sets of that. And now it's getting into the support exercises. This section that I just named will take probably half an hour, maybe a bit more. So now I have some support exercises listed that I saw the most progress with. The first one is called planche press. I will probably find the video. The video is probably going to be old, or maybe not. It's literally you go on the bench and you hold a bar like this, and you can do planche push-ups with that. You can do like holds, and my favorite is pressing it. So you go slowly down, then you literally place it on your thighs, and then you bounce it up a little bit, hold it in the planche position, then press it up, press it down, hold, down, bounce, hold, press up. It's kind of complex, but bro, I saw the most progress with this. And also people that I trained. One guy reached out to me and asked me if I can help him in the full planche. He was my friend. So I was like, sure, I will help you. So I sent him my full planche tutorial. It's going to be over here if you want to watch it. It's pretty old, but the information is as good as I could give it today. And I also gave him this one exercise and emphasized it. And he went from struggling with the straddle planche to doing a really good straddle planche and also 2 planche push-ups. Then you have straight arm kettlebell or dumbbell press. You grab 2 dumbbells, you lie on the bench press again with straight arms, and you try to do it like a Maltese. You probably know what that means if you are a calisthenics athlete. You lower it down, go up. Always remember, whilst doing dynamic exercises with kettlebells, dumbbells, barbells, anything, hold it for a little bit whilst doing the rep at the part that you actually hold the planche in. For example, I hold it a bit lower because I have short arms and my legs are kind of heavy because I don't skip leg day. So I literally hold the planche, for example, here I will list a video. And when I do, for example, the barbell hold, I hold it over here. I go down, up, hold, over here. Hold, down, hold. You know what I mean. Then the next one can be, for example, planche leans. You grab the Parallettes and you just lean into the planche, hold it for a little bit, back off, shake your arms off, maybe even lean again. Do it with elevated feet, super elevated feet, whatever. Then I also recommend doing some scapula work. So for example, you hold the planche lean and you do something like this. If you are not that good, if your scapula keeps falling, which isn't good for the full planche. And then you can do other exercises in the gym, for example, weighted dips, regular dips, bar dips. You can basically pick anything you want. And also incline dumbbell bench press, I like that one. So now you know the secret to making more progress than 99% of people in calisthenics and streetlifting. Because most people are actually kind of stupid. They would rather believe a fitness influencer that has maybe even millions of followers and sells a course and buy that than to do more digging and discover a high-value YouTube channel like mine with only like 1,000 subscribers. So if you managed to watch until this part of the video, you have a golden tier attention span, because most people need like clickbait, high flashy edits, all of these different things, and you are just here for the value. So if you want to see more videos like this one, full of value, make sure to subscribe. And if I uploaded a video about how to design workout splits, how to program workout splits, it's called like that, a really high value video, I'm going to record that in about a week, I think. It's the video over here. And if you want to see my daily life, make sure to follow me on Instagram, link in the description. Bye.